In this video, I'm going to give an overview of the different pages of the epitweetr Shiny app version 2.2, starting from the right, going all the way to the left. Once we have installed epitweetr, the first thing to do is go to the troubleshoot page. You will see that in the first part, there's the possibility to create a snapshot file with different functions. The way it works is that you can do a compressed file if you want, or a folder on the different files and configurations that you have set up and save in your epitweetr version in case you want to use it for a new machine or to send it for troubleshooting purposes. For this video, we're going to leave that part aside. You can have a further view on the vignette on this part. So after installing, we can run these diagnostics to see if we have everything needed for epitweetr. It is expected the first time you launch the Shiny app to have some of these checks that have not passed because we have not collected the tweet, we have not aggregated, so that's expected. As you can see here, those that are indicated as false are those that I'm mentioning that are expected because we have not initiated epitweetr as such. You can see that there are some messages in order to facilitate the user to understand what has to be done to ensure that these are passed, and instead of false, we have a true. The same for the detection, the winutils, the Java dependencies. This is something that we will need to check. And then others, as I said, that are also expected to be false. The next tab to go is the configuration tab, the page. And in this case, we have the 3 epitweetr pipelines indicated here, and the tasks that are part of these requirements and alerts. So this is a sub list of tasks from this pipeline. We also have different configurations that we can change, like for example, the parameters for the signal detection. The topics to be included. epitweetr comes by default with a list of topics, which you can download here. You can also download the latest version uploaded in your epitweetr installation from here and then upload it again. Just remember to always keep the same headings if you want to delete all the topics we have and include new ones. And you also have the possibility of dismissing past tweets, which means that instead of trying to collect the tweet from the past 7 days, it will start from the moment that you click there, from that date and time. There are also general configurations. This is expected to be non-applicable because we haven't launched it yet. You can also double check your data directory in case you are not sure if you launched the Shiny app in the correct folder. There are more aspects that can be changed. Also the URL for the geonames in case this changes. The simplified geonames, there's more information in the vignette about that, and the same for the Maven repository and winutils URL. This is a possibility to include a disclaimer below the map that will be shown in the dashboard, but it's not mandatory to put something. We also have the list of languages that we can adapt and delete. As you can see, there's a long list. It's about over 100 vector languages that we can use. There's also a possibility of changing the list of what we call important users. In our case, we have trusted Twitter accounts. So when we receive a signals, we can see if any of those were involved or one of more than these important users. In case the objective of epitweetr is for something different, it can be also change the type of users that are included here. The subscribers are the email accounts that will receive these alerts. And then we have countries and regions, which is also editable in case you want to change the name or in case there are countries that join or leave some of the regions included here. Going back to 2 aspects that I left on purpose now for the end of this part of the configuration page. One is the Twitter authentication, which can be done using a user account, which only uses, as you can see here, Twitter API version 1.1. or you can select the Twitter app, which uses the Twitter developer account. And in this case, you can see that it already has the bearer token from my developer account and application. And here you can choose either the version 1.1 for Twitter API and or version 2. The email authentication is the email that will be sending this email, these signals alerts detected by epitweetr. Please consider that if, for example, you are the only user of epitweetr, you will need to put your email account here in order to send the email, and also your email account in the subscriber list in order to receive the email. There's also an additional feature, which is the admin email, which will receive recurrent health checks that will be done in the different pipelines of epitweetr in case something is not working. You need to consider also for this one that if, for example, the machine is turned off or none of the pipelines of epitweetr is working, you will not receive these health checks. But one thing to check that epitweetr is working in those situations is that you will stop also receiving the epitweetr alerts emails. Once we have included all the information or changed the configuration as required, then epitweetr will start collecting data, and we will be able to see them after some hours or a couple of days in the dashboard. Another tab that is also interesting is the data protection. In this case, it allows users to look for tweets in which certain Twitter accounts are being mentioned or are tweeting. It also allows to anonymize the tweets that contains those usernames, or also delete the tweets. This is in order to facilitate the compliance of GDPR and data privacy. The other three tabs I will record in another video since they are more useful to be seen with already data collected.